Hi, I'm Jen Page.
And I'm John Curtis.
And we are two nerds in a garage. Two nerds that are, I was going to say two nerds that are angry, but I'm the only angry one today.
And we're literally in a garage.
I know, and it's getting hot and stuffy because we had to close the door.
Why are you angry?
Because your stupid camera angle. I hate it. I hate the angle. So we should have a 2-camera setup the next time we go live, but we didn't have the right tripods.
As a non-filmmaker, I think this is fine, but I can
As
see...
a filmmaker who has like 17 tripods in the corner, the fact that we don't have the right tripods...
It is what it is.
Angered me. I actually threw one. I threw Ray. My best friend Melina would know what it is. This tripod that looks like a droid.
It's a really cool tripod.
But it
is the
evil.
worst.
I threw it across the room and said, forget it, I hate you. And Melina would totally appreciate that moment because we hate that tripod.
So happy Halloween.
Yes, happy Halloween.
What are we dressed as?
What do you mean, what are we dressed as?
Tell them what we're dressed as.
If they can't tell what we're dressed as, then they shouldn't be watching the show.
We're not going to nerd shame here. This is a nerd safe space. So
yeah, but come on. This is like Universal, like, I didn't mean it like Universal Studios.
But I have a very specific thing going on.
Yeah, you're a prefect.
No! Oh, that was loud. But no, I am not a prefect. I might look like a prefect, but I am a substitute Defense of the Dark Arts teacher right now.
Why would you choose to be a substitute one? You're just going to get killed and murdered at some point.
But I see a lot of action.
I keep trying to tell you, you're actually the potions teacher.
No, I am not a potions teacher.
Why are you ashamed of that? Freaking Snape was potions teacher, and he was the coolest of cool.
I want action. I'm Gryffindor. I need to see stuff.
You are a Gryffindor. That is for sure.
So, what are we gonna do today? We're gonna talk about.
So I thought since we're dressed up as costumes, I actually, even though we've been dating for
3 to 4 years,
almost 4 years, I have no idea about your Halloween. Your Halloweens of Christmas past, I was about to say.
Well, I just texted you a picture of me in a nun outfit.
Yes.
On the way to a Clippers game.
I will make sure to put that into the show so people can see how terrifying that is.
I was on the subway. It's glorious. So let's talk about our best and worst costumes.
So I do know that you told me once about being a pile of boxes.
This is, I don't know why. She said, what's your favorite costume? And instantly in my head, my 10-year-old self came up with this. I had the idea to build a pile of boxes and then inhabit that space and think that was a good costume. So it took a long time to, as a 10-year-old, acquire the boxes and then to like tape them all together in an inconspicuous way so that when I was inside of them, I could stand up and walk with the pile of boxes. And then like I thought it was so clever that I would just crouch and everyone would think, well, there's just a pile of boxes. That's just sitting there.
Did it work?
No, I got kicked and pushed everywhere.
But if you're getting kicked and pushed as boxes, then it must have looked realistic.
No. Being kicked and pushed as a 10-year-old is not a fun thing. I don't know if we should.
I just feel like you're celebrating, like you should be celebrating the fact that people are like, oh, these are just boxes. Move out of my way.
People... It was.
But did you go trick-or-treating?
Look, I felt really, yes, I did. I felt
as
really,
boxes.
Yes, but I went to this party, and I just remember being kicked and pushed. I have a lot of satisfaction in the creation and wearing that costume, but the memory is a sad one. Also, I take pride in it, though.
I remember one Halloween, I just had no idea what to be. I was junior high. I remember that for sure because there was a dance, and one of my best friends at the time went as an old lady and looked amazing. Like, I mean, there's probably a picture somewhere.
How old were you? Junior high?
Junior high. So, you know, what?
What is that?
12, 13. And I will try to find these pictures. I'm sure someone of my high school friends has this picture of Carrie as the old lady and me as what I called a space puppy. because I couldn't think of any costumes and I had all these little parts. No, I had like this fancy.
I'm sorry. Space puppy?
I had like this like shimmery, like silver dress. And I also had pajamas that were fluffy. So I put them as my legs. And I put the dress over it. And then put my hair in pigtails. And then we just put like makeup and like, you know, made whiskers. And I was a space puppy.
If you don't Find a picture of that. That's a crime against humanity.
I will look
Everyone
for it
needs to see that.
and try to include it in this episode for my own shame and embarrassment.
Wait, was that your best or worst?
It was definitely my worst. Well, I don't know if it was my worst. I mean, I got to go back and find pictures because, like, my mom used to put us in things like I think I was Raggedy Ann once, or maybe I was a clown, but I remember having a yarn wig, like a crazy yarn wig. And I'm sure my mom thought that was just really adorable, but our parents are evil.
So I think my best one might be the one we just made. Star Wars. A custom blaster made out of a Nerf gun. And you helped out with that, and I think it's the best thing in the entire universe.
The thing about making homemade costumes, or at least with the props, I found that the more you mess up, the better they start to look.
Yeah, it looks
because you
worn.
start covering your mistakes.
It's used
and
like, there's a blaster that's been on his hip for 10 years.
So they turned out pretty cool.
Pop up a
I have
picture of
Ray's
that.
Nerf gun. You have Han's Nerf gun, and we made them cool. Yeah, we can. I'm sure there's pictures.
The holster and the belt kind of makes it all.
Why didn't we bring them in here?
I feel so cool wearing that.
Yeah,
I feel cool wielding a wand right now.
But your pants are like $12 pants from freaking Burlington.
Yep.
And they look like Jedi pants. And then
Burlington pants that look like Jedi pants.
I mean, it works when you if you wear them just like with a t-shirt, it would probably be dorky. But when you wear them with your whole getup.
If I wear them with just a t-shirt, it'd be like, don't stand within 300 feet of an elementary school.
But with the costume.
With the costume, good to go.
So you have you have your jacket that we made. So we got a $40 Amazon sort of fake leather jacket.
Yeah.
And then we put patches on it.
I know. It's the easiest thing to do.
And you look cool.
Rebel Alliance patches.
Oh, but the piece of resistance.
Yes, resistance.
Is your medal.
The medal at the end of New Hope. Exact replica. Why didn't we bring all this stuff in here?
I don't know. We failed.
Failed.
This is why we're test running.
Yes. Next topic.
Well, why are we next topic-y?
Oh, I don't know.
feel like there's so many more costumes that you haven't.
I can't think. Well, there's the nun. There's the box.
So when you were a kid, did you guys go trick-or-treating? Like you were allowed to like go around the neighborhood by yourself? Isn't that crazy?
I mean, we were 80s kids. We could do, can't kids go out by themselves?
I don't think they can. I mean, if you're older, maybe. But like I would remember going as a junior high kid with a pillowcase and getting it full because we walk around the whole neighborhood.
For sure. Did you ever get driven around to like the better neighborhoods?
No, we never. We were always on our own for Halloween.
Oh, we did that. I had some shrewd
But I
parents.
did that for my kids. We would go to Burbank in the
Burbank
upper
was
hill.
the good neighborhood.
That's the good neighborhood over
Not
here.
Beverly Hills.
That's really far.
Yeah.
If you live in LA, you know that when you live in the Valley, Beverly Hills, Santa Monica, those might as well be in Missouri.
Yeah. I mean, Beverly Hills, you're getting handed full chocolate bars and dollar bills.
Well, why aren't we trick-or-treating there right now? Can we borrow a kid from somebody?
Why borrow a kid? Let's just go as ourselves.
Will they let us?
Yeah.
I don't get. That's another thing. Why is it frowned upon if adults or teens go trick-or-treating?
I mean, I trick-or-treated up into my 20s, and then I was like, okay, it's starting to get a little like...
But why do people open the door and act weird about it? Like, I would be like, yeah, you're in the Halloween spirit. I love it.
Well, that's us, and I think that's the way everyone should be. I don't want to judge anyone, though, so be what you want to be. But you shouldn't shun people for wanting to trick-or-treat in the spirit of...
I mean, if you're having fun and you're dressed up, like not if you're like in like a hoodie, like, hey, I'm Batman, you know.
Well, here are your options on Halloween. You get dressed up, you go to a house party. You get dressed up, you go to a club. You get dressed up, you go to a bar. Or you get dressed up and you go trick-or-treating.
And I don't do any of those things, but the trick-or-treating would be fun.
Yeah.
Even though we did, we don't go to parties. But we did just go to a Halloween party that was for Uber nerds. And if you follow us on Instagram or Twitter, you will see some of the photos from that party.
I cannot remember having such a good time.
Kate and Jay threw this party for nerd. I mean, they must have spent weeks prepping it.
A Harry Potter themed Halloween party. And oh my God, what they did to their house was just...
I mean, you right away, like the cake on the table. The cake was
Nagini.
Nagini as long as the table.
It was a Nagini cake that was probably 5 foot long.
It was insane.
Yeah.
And then they had made a whole Hogsmeade, and they had self-made boxes, so you had all of the chocolate frogs and everything. It looked so authentic, but everything was homemade, which was awesome. And even the frogs were made from a chocolate mold.
Yes. And they had a Horcrux hunt with prizes. So if you found...
Oh, yeah. We won.
Oh, yeah, we did win.
We won this cool magic box.
I don't know how we won because we couldn't get the last Horcrux forever. Then
We're going to get in trouble for copyright infringement.
No, we're not. It's a toy. I think you're allowed to feature a toy even if it...
It's so cool.
Keep going. Yeah, God.
Yeah. It's funny is that's actually like the coolest prize there, I think, even though it's this little box.
No, the wand was really cool, but you already had the wand because you're a good
But I mean,
nerd.
this is pretty cool. But yeah, it was insane. Her bathroom was made into like... With like what's the gillyweed coming out of the tub and like
with the monsters and the gillyweed.
And so in the Horcrux
really cool.
hunt, they had hid a locket in the pond that was the tub, so nobody could find it.
It was really good.
But here's the funny thing that you don't even know this because we never got a chance to talk about it. Was I was waiting outside to actually pee. And everybody was in the freaking bathroom, and I was getting pissed off because I had to actually pee. And then suddenly, I'm trying to be patient. And then more people start to come, and I went, that's it! Everybody out! I gotta really pee! So they leave, I lock the door, but before I pee, I go find the Horcrux and take a picture.
I did not know that.
I like to win.
Yeah, me too. So I'm glad we won.
Kissies? You can't,
well, we can't do
kissies
that.
on air.
I know.
It's
People
kind of
hate
weird.
that. All right. We'll stop that.
But yeah.
Don't say kissies.
Why not? You know what I really want now is candy. All this talk of trick or treating.
Well, it is Halloween.
I'm gonna go to 7-Eleven and be like trick or treat.
No, I brought home a huge bag of candy.
I know. It's all Reese's peanut butter cups, which I think are disgusting. But it's great because now we can give them out to all the kids.
What a communist.
Do you like them?
Sure. And I don't like sweets, but I like those.
Nah. I like chocolate covered peanuts, and that's about it. Or caramel, chocolate covered caramel.
You like chocolate covered peanuts, but you don't like chocolate and peanuts.
But it's not peanuts. It's like this weird, mushy...
It's peanuts.
Okay, you know what? I hope someone's listening who can back me up and can tweet and tell John he's crazy and peanut butter cups are disgusting.
Oh, please tweet and tell her she's wrong. What's our tweet?
Well,
what's our Twitter handle?
Our Twitter handle is @2nerds_in_a_garage, except Twitter is the number 2, even though everything else is spelled out TWO because stupid Twitter.
So the number 2, nerds in a garage.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So what is, like, you're not a sweets guy, so what would you say is your favorite candy? You used to get these Kit Kat cravings.
Oh yeah.
Like it would be so bad you'd just be like, it
I
could
need
be
to
like
go to
midnight.
7-Eleven
Yeah.
right now.
We could be like falling asleep and he just sit up. I gotta go to 7-Eleven and get a Kit Kat.
That wasn't quite the situation.
You sure
We'd
about
be in
that?
the middle of a gaming session.
No.
And they'd be like, and it was midnight. I'd be like, I gotta 7-Eleven.
He has some serious issues with, like, we'll be in the middle of gaming, especially if he gets mad.
Oh.
And our gaming squad
Can attest to this. Yeah, if I get pissed off, I will just throw
throws
down the
his-
controller, throw my headphones into the wall, and be like, I'm going to 7-Eleven. I'm getting taquitos.
This actually happens often. So much that, like, if he's off the mic for even a second after we die or something, our squad will go to John Lee for taquitos.
It's not my fault.
Whose fault is it? 7-Eleven's?
It's my fault.
But then, you have your taquitos and your
Come back,
and
calm
your
down,
Coke Zero, and you're ready to play some
get
more.
a first place or lose to another
Who cares if
12-year-old.
you get fat or diabetes when you've got another second win for more gaming?
Yeah. I mean, what do you really want in life? A partner that lives longer or someone who dies quicker and wins at games?
I'll take the winning. I mean, come on. We're going to die sooner anyway if we keep losing. The stress level that has started to happen over Realm Royale.
So Realm Royale, the competition's getting pretty good.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't know if
people
more
have come over. I think so.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a big Fortnite crowd, but let's face it, the Battle Royale arena is getting bigger. Every game that comes out nowadays is going to have a Battle Royale
I think
feature.
in a future episode, we should have a Fortnite versus Realm Royale breakdown. We won't do it now because it's a long...
We're just going to get
angry
pissed off
making
that we
line.
can't build.
For another day. But more on Halloween.
Yes.
I wanted to talk about movies because it turns out that John has seen pretty much no Halloween movies, and it's very, very sad.
I don't scare.
It's not about horror. I'm not talking about horror movies. So basically, I made a list of my top 10 Halloween, family-friendly Halloween movies because I don't like horror movies. They stick with me. I am the person who gets in the car, and I can't. I remember I saw Sixth Sense, and like slept with the freaking blanket over my head as
Whoa,
an adult.
So, sorry.
As an adult.
You think Sixth Sense is a horror movie?
I'm telling you, scary movies and me do not mix. That's my point.
It's not a scary movie. It's a cool movie with an awesome twist.
Okay, you can all you want, but if something is scary to someone, then it's a scary movie.
All right, but I have a Sixth Sense story.
Okay, but we'll get into that. But I want to get through my top 10.
All right.
Let's go through my top 10 because I want to see if you've seen any of my top 10.
Okay.
All right, so number 10.
This is 10th as in not your
Right,
first
we're going to go
favorite.
from last to first.
Okay.
And number 10, which I'm putting this in here even though it's not technically a Halloween movie, but it is filled with monsters, and it's Monsters, Inc.
Okay.
And it's only number 10 because it's not technically a Halloween movie, because in the world of Pixar movies, it's probably number 2. But you've seen that one, right?
Yes,
So
I
we
love
can
Monsters,
say
Inc.
check. Great.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Pixar. Classic Pixar.
Number 9, Hotel Transylvania.
Haven't seen it.
Oh my gosh. It's like one of the only cartoons that doesn't put me to sleep. It's actually really fun.
Commercials came out and I was
and
like,
I'm pretty sure it's got a lot of people in it that you actually watch in regular movies. So
the voice is not the draw. Like I saw the trailer, I'm like, there's no reason to see this movie.
I don't know. I think it's really great. I
What's
think
it about?
we're gonna add that to your
Watch list.
to the list. Okay.
Can you give me a rundown? Hotel Transylvania.
Well, if I give you a rundown, it sounds stupid because it's like rebellious teenager in a hotel full of monsters.
Exactly. Why I didn't see it.
But it's really cute. And I think it's one of those movies that I got dragged to by the kiddos, and I was like, okay, here we go, and ended up enjoying it. Number 8 is Hocus Pocus.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, my God. Okay, so the thing is, Hocus Pocus is I would say a cult classic at this point. It's not even the greatest movie. It may not even be a good
animated or live action?
live action. Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker and
Oh my god.
okay, so this is the other problem with our mics set up as it is. I have to keep doing this, and it sounds crappy. But
No, you sound great to my ears.
we'll fix it for our future. Anyway, so it's become this movie that everybody has to watch at Halloween. Even though, let's face it, guys, let's be honest with each other. It's not a great movie, but we love it. We love who's in it. And I can never get enough Bette Midler. So, okay, I won't make you watch that one, but I think you should just for like...
I like her on Twitter.
Yeah, she's become very politically awesome, hasn't she? Okay, what was that? Number 8? Number 7, Frankenweenie.
Haven't seen it.
Okay, you may not actually be able to watch Frankenweenie because a dog dies in it.
God damn it. We're not supposed to swear. Okay.
So it's
definitely can't handle it.
It's animated.
I'm not going to be Marley and Mead anymore, ever.
It's animated in the same style as Nightmare Before Christmas. And the kid wants to bring
Did you just give a huge spoiler away?
Well, if you haven't seen Frankenweenie in the last 10 years, then you deserve to get a spoiler. So the kid's dog dies, and then he decides he wants to make
I don't know how
reanimate
I feel
him
about this spoiler.
So
it's too late now.
He makes Frankenweenie. So partly I think you'll like it because it's about dogs. Like ultimately the dog's back.
I will not be Marley and Mead ever again. Next movie.
Number 6. I'm in trouble because I changed my numbers. Now I'm trying to read them all out. Number 6. It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh, okay. I love that.
Okay, yeah.
That's not a movie.
The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown is a movie. It's a short movie, but it's a movie nonetheless.
It's a TV special.
But it's a movie. It's a short. So you're saying my short films that I've made as a director are not movies? Ooh, dig yourself out of this one.
Okay, we'll just leave it at that.
So anyway,
They are.
It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yes.
Great. You've seen it?
Yes, love it.
And it's, in some ways it's kind of slow and sad. The characters are kind of mean to each other.
Who was it? He thought it was the Great Pumpkin coming out, and who was it at the end? Was it Snoopy?
Well, now you want to give away spoilers.
Oh,
You're
God.
mad at me.
I'm spoiling now.
Oh, can we talk about the Great Pumpkin really quick?
Wait, it was Snoopy, though, right? At the end, right? Rising up at the end?
I'm not going to say. But I do want to. Did you ever see the photo? I'm going to put the photo in our video right now or in our feed somehow because there's a photo of the Great Pumpkin, or like the sun looks like a jack-o'-lantern, and NASA took this photo, so it's real. It was freaking insane on Halloween. So the Great Pumpkin is real is my whole point.
Oh.
That was number 6. Number 5 is Monster House. Okay, tell me you've seen Monster House.
I have not.
It is a cartoon, but it's really great animation.
I see a lot of movies. I don't know how I haven't seen.
We're adding this to your list, and if you have not
list.
seen Monster House, but Monster House is actually really clever. It's very much It's almost like if you took maybe Stranger Things and made it into a cartoon, but before Stranger Things, it's not as weird. I don't know.
When did this come out?
It's really good. I saw it in the theater, so it must have been 10 years ago.
Oh, wow. Monster House.
Monster House.
Who's it with?
We're watching it.
Animated?
It's animated.
Okay.
And number 4, Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Damn it.
Classic.
Is he here?
Oh. We looked around.
Okay, so he will cause havoc. Okay, but you've seen Beetlejuice.
Of course.
Yes,
Good.
Beetlejuice. And I don't know if it's
Does
technically a Halloween movie, but anything that has kind of like monsters and...
Does it age well? I haven't seen it in forever.
Yes, actually, I watch it probably once a year. It's still really good.
Say no.
Oh, I accidentally hit something.
Yeah.
Tried to stop.
All right, number 3.
Number 3. I know you haven't seen this one, but it's a short film called Toy Story of Terror.
What? That sounds amazing.
It is amazing. I mean, come on. Anytime you put the Toy Story
How'd they get away with this copyright-wise?
No, it is Toy Story.
Oh.
It's actual Toy Story. It's Buzz and Woody, and toys are disappearing.
Was this a short?
Yeah. But you have to see it because it's Toy Story, right?
Yes. That you can put on the list. Put that on the top of the list.
Okay,
please.
number 1. Because, anything Toy Story is, in case anybody doesn't realize this.
Number
Actually,
2.
Buzz Lightyear was my most favorite digital character ever until I met Groot.
Ooh.
And then Groot won my heart.
I am Groot.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. All right, that was number 3. Number 2, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, yes. I haven't seen it in a while, even though we go to Disney and we ride the ride.
Well, the thing is, Nightmare Before Christmas is really freaking weird, and it's not for everybody. But I think that everybody should watch it at least once.
Of course.
And I think it's a classic. And the great thing is, it goes right into Christmas. So I get both of my holidays in one movie.
Happy. Number 1.
Number 1, which most people may argue that it's not a Halloween movie, but I'm going to disagree because my number 1 Halloween movie of all time is Ghostbusters. I watch it every year at Halloween.
But it's not...
Look, it inspires so many Halloween costumes because I got to tell you, I have yet to find my foursome where I get to be the 4. I want to be Ghostbusters one year for Halloween.
Yes.
And we find 2 people who will dress up with us. And it's got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which is a great Halloween costume. And how many people have been inspired by this movie to make their Halloween costumes?
Yes. And you have a very good argument. There's a lot of ghosts in this movie.
Yes. It's called Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Who are you going to call?
I was just going to say that.
And so to me, it's the best Halloween movie ever. And I am backed up by Freeform because they do their 25 days or whatever Halloween, and it's always on there. So,
Can we talk about how good Bill Murray is in that?
It's freaking quintessential Bill Murray. Everybody's so great in it. It's just.
But right off the bat, when he's like doing the psychic cards with that guy and the girl, the guy is actually getting the cards right. He's like, "No, I'm sorry."
He's such a dick, but he's so perfect in that.
He is.
Even though you want to hate him, you can't.
You want to hate him.
You want to hate him because he's kind of a dick and he's kind of a chauvinist. And
okay,
but you can't. You gotta still love him.
That's Bill Murray. You just love him in everything.
And Rick Moranis, what happened to him? He went away.
No, he left the industry by his own choice.
But we loved him.
I think he's kind of making a little comeback.
He should come be in a movie I make.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I'm not going to do that movie if that's a
No.
Oh God, they got to stop doing remakes. That's a whole nother show I want to do too.
Okay, let's put it out there right now. I don't want to see it, but I guarantee you they're going to do another Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, let's hope not. Well, anyway, that is my top 10 list. I will actually put those in our show notes ranked out for everybody. And do you have anything other Halloween?
Well, I want to know what you guys think is your number 1.
Yeah, what's your favorite Halloween movie of all time? It could be horror if you want.
Yeah.
I may not watch it. I will
tell you, it's so weird. I'm not scared by horror movies, but there is one movie that I look back on as watching it as a kid that just terrified me to know, Poltergeist by Steven Spielberg.
I think Poltergeist was scary as a kid, but I think Exorcist is the one that to this day I still cannot watch.
Really?
Even though it doesn't age well, I still have that image of her and I freak. That was so scary to me.
Let's have some pea soup for dinner tonight.
Oh, God. Do you know what movie, though? You never have a movie that you caught a piece of at one point and that changed, it terrified you for the rest of your life? So for me, I walked out in the living room right as they were, Don't Leave the Path of American Werewolf in London, the original one. And I was like, ooh, what's this? And I'm peeking out my room, and he starts to change into a werewolf or what. I don't know, remember exactly how I saw the werewolf changing. Freaking terrify me forever. Like, that's it. I still to this day cannot watch a werewolf transform on TV.
Well, we can't even watch someone stand in the corner of a room anymore because of Blair Witch.
Yeah. We should have Deb Myrick come out and talk about that experience, because I think
that changed the whole...
It did.
Like, honestly...
Everybody's been chasing Blair Witch ever since.
If anyone stands in the corner and stares into the corner of any room, you're just freaked out.
Yeah. You know what I'd love to know from our audience, if anybody's actually willing to tweet to us, is what is a horror movie that, even though I refuse to watch them because they're too scary, that I must see? That, as a filmmaker, what do you think I should see? And maybe I'll pick one to watch, and then I'll relive my experience on here. Yeah. All right. I won't sleep for a week, but it'll be fine. But as a filmmaker, not as like, ooh, it's so scary, but like, it's like, oh, you must see this. But yeah, we're running out of time. So, baby, you got any last final Halloween tricks?
No, I just let's get that cosplay going, guys. Let's have a good time out there tonight.
Please send us photos of either your best or your worst costumes, or what you're wearing tonight.
Yes.
And send us your favorite movie, and remind John that he is completely wrong and peanut butter cups are disgusting. You can tweet us at 2 Nerds in a Garage. I'll put both our Twitters and our Instagrams, everything in the show notes. And I guess this is officially our first show.
It is.
It's probably a mess for many reasons.
Yeah, but hey, we love you.
But we wanted to get it out. Happy Halloween.
Not a prefect. Happy Halloween.